This video is brought to you by the guitar Skyhook.
All right there, so I got Halfdan in my presentation film, and we got something for the Nerd Alert part. Welcome. We got glasses. You got your glasses as well?
Yeah, I'll bring my glasses, yes. Absolutely.
Yeah, because now it's Nerd Alert.
It's Nerd Alert time.
And what we are going into today is very exciting because we've had the opportunity to have a look in Halfdan E's laptop.
Ooh.
Yeah. Ooh. Oh, and
we'll go back a bit.
What's going on here? Because we're in a recording program called Cubase.
Yeah, actually.
And you've got different tracks here. And what's in here is
it's
something you make for me. It's Taxi.
Yeah, I did it for you.
Yeah.
It's actually what you referred to earlier. I should have been a cab driver.
Yeah.
And this one is the English-American version. So, I mean...
English-American version?
Oh, yeah.
Is that out?
It's out.
I should have been a taxi driver.
It is.
Oh, I should have been a taxi driver. Suddenly that's so clear. That's what I should have been. I would have been a great taxi driver, a greatest hit of a taxi driver. The cab driver to end all cab drivers.
The cab driver to end all cab drivers.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
But how the hell did you do this?
Yeah, that's
how
the
did it
thing.
work?
Well, you know, back then what I had was the lyrics.
Yeah.
And you know, Dan wrote a lot. I think he published 100 books or something.
Yeah.
So I went through them all, and the cab driver lyrics. I should have been a cab driver. Has always been with me because it's, you know.
I should have been a taxi driver.
Yeah.
Oh, I should have been a taxi driver. Suddenly that's so clear. That's what I should have been.
You know, I mean, it creates images in my head.
It does.
I mean, at least my head.
Yeah.
It's very much about my idea of New York.
Yeah.
You know, like it's dark and it's rainy. The streets are shiny.
Yeah.
You've got the neon. You've got.
Yeah.
It's basically a film noir for me.
Yeah.
So that was my initial. That's what I want. Where I wanted to go.
Yeah.
But I think the beat itself was probably influenced by that lovely guitarist. Today, mere names. Classic jazz guitarist.
George Benson.
George Benson, exactly. He did a lot. He did Broadway, of course, but he did some other stuff which was basically very funky. You know? So this beat is very influenced by that.
Yeah.
And,
but these are the old recordings that you did on
exactly,
your sampler.
Yeah, it's a multi-track. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's all done on 2 megabytes of RAM.
Yeah.
It's amazing. All down to the cars, you know, because no stone was left unturned. Even down to the sound of taxis, it's like it's the sound of rain.
Yeah.
And I went about sampling rain, you know.
You did?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I recorded every kind of step, and then I found some horns that sounded right. And you know, a car horn is just a car horn. I mean, there's it's.
Did you record them yourself, or did you find them?
No, I found them. Yeah. I recorded the rain. You know, I had
long
sessions recording rain. You know, and we're lucky in Denmark.
Yeah.
In regards
we got
to
loads
rain.
of rain.
Yeah. So that's sort of the setup. It's the rain wet.
You have the original track by Dan as well.
Yeah, I have. It sounds like this.
Jeg skulle have været taxachauffør. Jeg skulle have været taxachauffør. Pludselig kan jeg se det. Det var det, jeg skulle have været. Jeg ville have været alle tiders taxachauffør.
Yeah, and what you can't hear, I think, if you come from the UK, is that there's a certain humor in his voice as well.
Yeah.
It's that warmth, I think, that the Danes really like. That, he should have been a cab driver, and at the
we
same
all
time,
got the feeling that we should have been that too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you know him. It's your uncle speaking basically. And what we also know is, and he was first to promote the idea that he would have been a horrible taxi driver. I'm not sure he had a driver's license. No. And I'm sure he would have killed people.
Yeah.
Because he was so much into people. He was so much into listening to their stories. And I think that's what triggered his idea about the cab driver thing.
It's fantastic.
To talk with the customer, you know.
Yeah.
So I found a beat. I found some drum sounds from I can't remember the record. But basically I found, isolated the drum sounds and played them.
But that's sampled from vinyl.
It's from vinyl, yeah, and I think, it's some Spanish record.
Yeah.
Where they actually play the theme from Batman, I think.
Oh.
Batman.
That's why it says Bat.
That's why this is called Bat Drums, because at least I know where it comes from. Yeah, but I've sampled the individual sounds, so it's not a beat that's I've sampled. And then
you've got a marimba.
Yeah, it's buzzarimba.
Buzzarimba?
Which was a very tacky instrument from the 60s, which is, I haven't seen one actually, but it's some kind of membrane that you bounce with a pen.
Oh, like that.
Do you recall that sound?
Yeah.
It's a classical sound.
It's like a talking drum in a sense.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I think it's a bit like a marimba, but it's probably hollow. It's tubes that you bounce, and then they have a membrane in the end. So it's a bit like a kazoo.
Yeah.
And it's got that, it's got that. At least me, I'm transferred back to the
60s. Yeah.
So it's dramatic, but it's tacky as well, isn't it?
It could have been a part of the first Bond movie or the second one.
Yeah,
or so.
exactly. Yeah. I mean, you need drama to depict New York. And this is what you hear, man. I mean, if you isolate the sound, you can really hear. Okay, it's done on a budget, memory-wise. It's because that bass. It's like I think I distorted it.
We got the bass. It's gun bass.
Yeah, gun bass. I can't remember.
Are you playing the bass then?
No, I'm not.
You're not. It's sample as well.
No, because I wanted to sample the whole thing. I mean, how far can you go with a sampler?
So you had the Dogma before the Dogma was invented.
93. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because I mean, I think being creative. I mean, you have to invent ways of and I mean, if you define a space, at least for me, it's very creative. Yeah. Compared to having a totally blank piece of paper and you don't know what you're going to draw.
Having a kid at 8 o'clock and 2 hours, that's...
Exactly. Okay, I've got 2 hours, I know what I have to do. At least I'm confining myself to a certain thing. Yeah. So, I tried...
It must have taken hours. I mean, days. I mean, weeks. I mean, years.
Yeah. Because
it took 3 years.
Yeah, and this was before. I mean, people today expect things like time stretching and pitch shift to happen instantly without artifacts. Yeah. Because that's what we can today. But back then, I mean, you had to choose between because I found a sample which sounded great in this tone. Yeah. But it was the wrong tempo, and I couldn't time stretch. No. So it was very much like building a puzzle from sound.
So you were running Cubase on an Atari computer?
Exactly.
MIDI-wise put into the
with the sampler. Yeah.
And a keyboard to play it on.
And a keyboard to play it. Yeah. Very, very simple setup.
Did you have to trig it from for every bar, every second bar to hit?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't pattern based. It was more, that I built a pattern inside Cubase and then repeated it. Yeah. Okay, or maybe just play through the whole thing, which I did a lot as well because I wanted some kind of music in there, not just repetition. No. This piano, it's actually it's my friend Martin's piano. I think I sampled this note and this note, and then I stretched it all over. He had an old upright. Yeah. I mean, this is.
Are you playing it yourself?
Probably playing the sample. Yeah. It's play. I mean, I created an instrument and then played it afterwards, and it's like, what is it, like 500 kilobytes? Yeah, I mean, it sounds. I mean, when you hear the whole thing, it sounds great. Yeah, actually. So it's kind of okay.
Perfect bar omen. I would sit beside the custom separated by ashtrays and a ratcheting gear shift, and I would sit proud and calm as an old rat.
Because you can't really have film noir without horns. No. So and big band horns, especially. I mean, it's always been one of my favorite things. Yeah. I really enjoy big band music. Yeah. And there was a certain time where big band was kind of the thing that people went to dance to. Yeah. It was very energetic, very physical.
And a heavy sound because of the band's size.
Yeah, exactly. And also, and you would know that if you ever hear a big band live without amplification, is that it's not very loud.
No.
But what happened back then, and during that period, the 50s, late 50s, 60s, is that whenever they hit, the whole record chain would distort like hell. You know? So that's why it sounded so. Oh, that's a big orchestra.
Yeah, yeah.
Because everything distorted.
Yeah.
Shift, and I would sit.
You can hear the low sample rate.
I can hear that now. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it works in the context.
It does.
So it's very much about experimenting until the context is right.
Yeah. Should you go on the road with the big band then to recreate it?
Well, actually, now what we will do when we go out to play this next year is that
we will.
Is that I bring my friend Søren, who plays sax on a lot of these recordings.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we'll mount him on top of some backtrack.
Yeah.
To sort of augment the horns.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to redo them live.
Will you be playing music as well?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'll
Bass?
probably no guitar, I think.
Guitar?
Yeah, I'm going back to my roots, you know.
Yeah.
But the thing is that, I mean, if you've ever heard big band music from the 70s, when they actually started recording it well, and it's suddenly it's like so, you know, shallow. It's like because it hasn't got that
no
attack, you know, because of the record chain distorting and all that.
Yeah. But I gotta ask you, if you're going on tour next year with Dan Turèll, who's doing the Dan Turèll?
You know, I've been, you know, actually spending. I've been spending. You wouldn't know how many years, because this is 27 years back.
Yeah.
I've probably spent 9 years, 10 years, just pondering over what am I gonna do?
Yeah.
How can I recreate that voice?
Yeah.
I mean, what should I bring? Bodyguard, what's her name?
Whitney Houston.
Whitney's bringing along,
like,
and they bring along, you know,
the videos, 3D,
3D impersonations of her.
Yeah.
It's like, no, it's too corny.
Yeah, it is.
So, but my wife said, okay, if I'm, you know, if I have to listen to this for a whole night,
if I have to listen to this for a whole night,
then you could at least find somebody interesting that I could look at.
Yeah.
And so I said, okay. Whom would you suggest? Well, what about
George Clooney?
No, just Clooney. Well, yeah. No, actually, she didn't. She didn't. No. I would have expected that, but no, she went for one of my friends.
She did.
Yeah, she did. Well, it's
she
like
did.
which is well, but okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I think he will save the whole picture. Friend called Mads Wille.
Oh, he's an actor from.
He's an actor.
By the Sea. What was the name?
Hotel by the Sea. The Seaside Hotel.
Seaside Hotel. Yeah.
Mm. And he's great, and he's absolutely perfect in this.
Yeah, he's got a good voice for it.
Yeah, he's got a great voice, a great appearance, and he's not afraid of doing it. And actually, you know, the good thing about, because there's so many words in this, you wouldn't believe how many words. And you can't really get a rock musician to do this, because they would forget all the words. But actors, they're used to words. Yeah. So, great thing about having him with me. And I think it's going to be great fun, really.
It's going to be fantastic.
27 years after, you know, we did the first record. It's silly, but I'm ready now.
It's the first time you hear it, I think. Remember, you heard it first on Artist Talks Nerd.
Yeah, exactly.
With Halfdan E.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. I think that's the good place to stop.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I could go on for hours, you know, but I mean, thanks for stopping me.
Yeah, but you had to go home.
Yeah, my kids.
Yeah. You can come another day.
Okay, we'll
we'll take it from there.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks a lot for watching, and thanks to Skyhook for the support, and I hope very much you'll subscribe to the channel. It's very important, I found out, and give us a like.
What is Skyhook?
Skyhook is a way you can put up your guitar.
No, it's actually...
Whoa! Yeah, see?
Right.
It's just hanging just by. Oh. I'm gonna put it like this, anyway. So you just put it up here and put it on the wall.
Excellent. Excellent. Thanks for watching.